What's up guys, my name is JellyCook5 and welcome back to episode of our Creative Club Career Mode. Before we get into things, we much appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. We start things off with a simulation at the City Ground, 1-1 against Nottingham Forest. Unfortunately, we picked up a little bit of an injury there, nothing to really worry about, and as you can see, Gustavo Heimer is out for 6 days, so they'll only miss a game or two, so nothing really to worry about as we go into our first game. So we've been playing a weaker squad because we've got a massive game against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, and this is the squad that we're actually going to field. Valisev in goal, as Phillips and Humphrey at the back there, as you can see, Caicedo on the right, Quintana on the left, Reed and Medjbury in the middle as Reed makes his Premier League debut there, Al-Qahtani just in front with Louis Barry on the left hand side, Cream fifth on the right hand side, and Ellis Sims up top. Crystal Palace having a good season so far as they remain in the top 6, I'm pretty sure, looking to try and see if we can claim all 3 points for a weaker side. Let's get into things and see what happens. Straight away in the game, as you can see, Crystal Palace on the ball on the left-hand side, but Caicedo makes a really good interception there, finding Medjbury in the middle of the park. He puts it onto Creamer fifth on the right-hand side, making a decent run here. A Creamer fifth seeming to be in a decent bit of space. He finds his teammate Ellis Sims really well, takes the ball, he turns it, and look, Al-Qahtani's making the run. He takes a touch, and he hits it, and it is a goal. Al-Qahtani, the man to get on the score sheet, 1-0 up then just inside 10 minutes, as we look to have a decent game against Crystal Palace then. Very, very happy with that one, that is for sure. Al-Qahtani hasn't really had a number of games or a number of goals so far this season, due to other players playing in his position in the leagues at the moment, but Al-Qahtani has come in and he's come in with an absolute bang there. Very good goal and a decent assist from Ellis Sims at the same time. Took his time, he took his touch there, and he just pushed his defenders off at the same time. Very, very well organised bit of play and a very good goal at that. It's perfect foot hit on his left peg, and that makes it 1-0 to JD Cook FC as we continue on in this tie. Crystal Palace have been poor so far as they look to try and see if they get themselves into the game. Number 26 for Crystal Palace, Richards, puts it onto his teammate Brian there, just striking a decent interception. Caicedo then as Humphreys follows it up. What a slide tackle that is. Gets stuck in with that one. Really, really happy, that is for sure, as Caicedo picks it up onto a Creamer fifth. It goes there as he takes his time and he puts it onto Al-Qahtani. Medjbury making the run in the middle of the park there, as you can see, and he just stops his run, just halts it so he's onside still. Decent delivery onto a Creamer fifth who heads it onto Ellis Sims. He belts it, and what a goal that is from Ellis Sims. Take a bow, son. Unbelievable stuff from Ellis Sims there, getting a goal inside 15 minutes. We already find ourselves 2-0 up. It's been a very, very good game for us so far, as we seem to be able to continue our form in the Premier League and be able to strive for another Premier League trophy. Still a long way to go, but this definitely is some good signals there, and a lovely bit of play there as a Creamer fifth just nodded it on. Took his time, he took his touches, and it kind of volleys it, to be honest, and just lofts it over the keeper. Roy Hodgson, still the manager of Crystal Palace. God knows how many seasons in and he's still there. Of course he is. Crystal Palace make a very good hit from the goal kick there, as you can see, and he make an attack run in the 20th minute. That would have been a lovely bit of play for them, but unfortunately they couldn't really do anything as Phillips makes a decent interception. But I had to highlight that perfect bit of defending, and that was nearly a goal there from Reed, as he had a lovely chance in front of goal, but unfortunately couldn't really convert on this time, and it still stays 2-0 as we reach the 36th minute mark then, as you can see, near to the end of the first half, as Crystal Palace try and get themselves back into the game. Number 30 for Palace, De Silva, puts it onto Phillips. Phillips with a brilliant chance, but Valisev saves, but unfortunately Byron follows it up with the rebound, and they find themselves with only a 1-goal deficit now as he celebrates in front of the travelling fans. Very, very good goal though, nevertheless. The build-up play was very good at the same time, and they just caught us at the wrong point, and unfortunately we do concede this time round. And Crystal Palace have had a poor game, so they'll be happy they're able to get a goal just before half-time. That is for sure. He was unmarked, and unfortunately Valisev just couldn't meet it on the first one. He just gets a simple rebound. Caicedo just wasn't in the right position to be able to mark his man, and we find ourselves with only a 1-goal advantage now. We get things kicked off then for another time in this first half. As you can see, we ping it straight to Caicedo, who finds a Creamer fifth on the right-hand side, creating some sort of counter-attack to extend our lead to 2 goals then, as we find Ellis Sims. Sims onto Louis Barry. Louis Barry with the shot. And what a goal that is from Louis Barry. Another man that hasn't really been in the lineup as much compared to last year due to the players that we've got now on the pitch. But he's definitely made his mark with that goal, that is for sure. And he gets another goal just before half-time. So we're going to find ourselves now 3-1 up in this tie. Very well-worked goal as we just pushed it from side to side very quickly off the restart there, and we find ourselves with another 2-goal advantage there. Really good hit on his left peg. Nothing the keeper could have done, as it just floats into the bottom corner, and that is what you want to see from your attackers. As we now go into the second half now, just trying to continue our form, just trying to see if we can get another goal in at this tie. Quintana on the left hand side is on the pitch as he finds his teammate Louis Barry. Louis Barry with a chance, but he just gets that one there. Keeper making a very, very good save for his side, Crystal Palace, as it still stays 3-1 as we intercept the ball there off of free kick as Henry Reid wins the header there. Kareem Fifth tries to get something going as he finds Al-Qahtani. He loses the ball initially, but he picks it back up onto Hannibal Medjri, and what a hit that was, but the keeper still saves it there. He's definitely had a good game. He might have conceded 3 goals, but he's definitely had a good game. That has to be highlighted for sure as we continue on. 55 minutes being played as Louis Barry makes a run on the left-hand side. Really testing Palace defence now as we try and see if we can get a 4th goal in this side and put the game to bed. What a delivery that is from Al-Qahtani, and an even better goal. Unbelievable finish from Kareem Fifth as he gets his first goal of the game, having a few assists so far, but he now adds it to a goal. Very good that was, and a lovely delivery from Al-Qahtani at the same time. Then he just whips it into the box there. Decent kind of precision more than anything to be able to get it into the box, and Kareem Fifth just takes his time, nods it down, and he volleys it into the back of the net. Very happy with that one, and this is a nice team goal at the same time more than anything. It's always nice when a plan comes together, especially like that. That was that for that game then, as we walk away with a big victory against the South London opposite team, Crystal Palace. Very much happy with that one. It was a real good start from literally minute 1 to minute 90. We completely outperformed them. Kareem Fifth, the man to talk about as he gets a goal and a couple of assists to add to his name. Very happy with that performance, bearing in mind that we've played some smaller players compared to what we usually do, because now we have a massive game away from home against Bayern Munich. Then we travel to Germany, and this is the lineup. Valizev in goals and Dika and Schür's partner. Alvarez on the right, Medina on the left. De Jong and Jones in the middle with Sudakov just in front with Alexis Vega on the left-hand side. Nico Gonzalez on the right-hand side and Luka Jovic up top. Very much a decent side to be able to play, but unfortunately we know the levels that Bayern Munich can play to also. Looking to try and see if we can get a result, as our Champions League performances haven't really been the best so far, as we look to try and see if we can get a result this time round against Bayern Munich. Here we go then. Bayern Munich seem to have a decent bit of possession in his first 10 minutes as Dalinga picks it up onto his teammate Musiala. Musiala tries to get something going there, but Schürrle sticks a foot out, and on the counter-attack we go as Sudakov finds his teammate Gonzalez. He skips inside there and he does really well to do so at the same time. What a run he's created. It's Nico Gonzalez, and it is a goal. We've got 1-0 up just inside these first 10 minutes as Nico Gonzalez is the man to get on the score sheet, and what a goal that is. We won it against the runner play, and Bayern Munich just wasn't expecting the counter-attack whatsoever. We managed to shift the ball up really quickly, and Nico Gonzalez just shifted in on the left-hand side, did so well to skip past the defender. He found himself in an ample position to be able to get in front of goal and score, and he done exactly that. Nico Gonzalez adding another to his tally. He's been unbelievable this season so far. Definitely been a better replacement compared to what we had with Jonathan Okone last season. No disrespect to Okone, but this man is levels above him. Unbelievable performance from him so far, as we now start this game off with a massive high as we go up 1-0 up then. 16 minutes being played then, as you can see, Bayern Munich clear their lines, but they do it really hastily there, as you can see, and we pick it up in the middle of the park. Frankie de Jong on the ball now as he tries to find his teammate Curtis Jones. He does exactly that. Jones for the shot, and what a hit that would have been. Unfortunately it just chides and hits the post then. Very good opportunity to get our second in this game, but it just a little bit further off, and it just goes off the post for a goal kick though. Nevertheless, the keeper was beaten. If that were to be on target, that would have been a goal, but we're definitely applying the pressure so far in this tie against Bayern Munich. That has to be said. Looking very much good, and compared to the first time that we originally played down, as we win the ball back again, looking to be dominant in possession as Schürrle picks up the ball now as he looks to find one of his teammates, just running with it and assessing his options there. As you can see, Kevin Alvarez on the right hand side. Alvarez looking for a delivery here as he takes his time. He looks to be able to see if he can turn the defender at the same time. Decent cross, and what a save that is from the Bayern Munich keeper, as Luka Jovic does get a head to it, but unfortunately it isn't enough to be able to test him enough to be past him, and it still stays 1-0. Bayern Munich haven't really had many opportunities in this tie. Can they create one for themselves now? Jamal Musiala finds Martinez on the right hand side. Decent delivery in. Dalinga had an ample chance to be able to get that as a goal for an equaliser, but unfortunately can't take it, and it still stays 1-0 near to the end of the first half now. Bayern Munich not looking the best as they try and see if they can get one before half time. Jamal Musiala on the ball as he finds his teammate Kimmich onto Neves there as he puts it back to go forward. Ruben Neves on the ball now as he looks to go forward onto Tel the number 14, skipping past Schürrle, and that is a very good save from Valizev. That has to be said, as he keeps his side in it, and it will go out for a corner kick as Joshua Kimmich is the man to whip it in from the corner, trying to see if they can get a decent delivery into the box. Red and white shirts offering support, gets it clear then. Very happy that is the case, and the half-time whistle has been blown as we go down the tunnel and we go into the break 1-0 up. going into the second half now, bringing a little bit of confidence compared to the first half. Yeah, very much happy with that, that is for sure. But Bayern Munich will be lacking confidence. That has to be said as they try and search for their first goal in this tie. Looking very dangerous as they enter themselves in the box now, looking for an ample chance here as we can't get it clear whatsoever. Joshua Kimmich picks it up, and Delinga has a very good effort saved from Valizev then. Very, very good save, that has to be said, as he gets fingertips to it, and we get a little close-up of it there. Delinga could have done much better with that, but Valizev still made him big in that situation, and it still stays 1-0. So they've got a corner here to try and see if they can get a goal. Joshua Kimmich whips it in, and unfortunately this time they have converted. Vivian, the man, is got the goal, and they have converted from the corner. A looping header seems to be able to beat Valizev in the end after some heroic saves initially, but it isn't enough to stop this one, and Bayern Munich find themselves level just inside 51 minutes. Definitely not played the better of the two, I'd have to say. I feel like we've had some decent chances. Both sides are equal in some way, but it is now 1-1 in this tie as we get things restarted off the second half then. Nico Gonzalez looking to try and see if he can make a run straight after conceding. Running into the gap he goes. Really good chance for Nico Gonzalez, but he just can't get enough on it. Keeper stays really comfortably there as it goes out for a corner kick, and we are going to make some substitutions then as Gustavo Heimer's going to come onto the pitch, and we're also going to change up in later points with substitutions. 62 minutes now as Alexis Vega picks it up at the ball. Decent interception there as he sees the runner Sudakov. Sudakov runs with it, as you can see, as he's in a decent chance here. Luka Jovic now for 2-1, and it is a goal. The Serbian international has got his goal, and he's made his mark on the big stage then, as Luka Jovic whirls away in celebration in front of the away fans then. Lovely stuff from the Serbian. What a goal that is, and what a time to get it with half an hour to spare in this second half. We can definitely build on this and look to be able to extend our lead even further in this tie. We've definitely been the better of the two compared to the first tie that we actually played originally, because Bayern Munich were all over us that point, but they still can't get enough of this because we are 2-1 up. But Bayern Munich are going to get coming back now, as you can see. Tell on the ball as he finds Musiala in a decent position there as Martinez now picks it up, looking to try and see if he can great something there. Martinez as he runs into the box, a decent delivery, but we do get it clear. Kevin Alvarez clears his lines, he finds Nico Gonzalez on the right hand side, he twists and turns and he finds Luka Jovic. Jovic with the run now as he finds Sudakov in a danger position. Sudakov is in here, all he's got is the keeper to beat. Shortly it is Sudakov, and it is a goal. Sudakov gets the goal to make it 3-1 to gain a 2-goal advantage in this tie. What a goal that is from Sudakov, in the right place at the right time. He just runs with it. The defence are caught lacking, obviously on ultra attacking or something from the wise words of the manager, but unfortunately it hasn't benefited their attacking ways because they have now conceded once again. Sudakov, the man to get on the score sheet there, as a Ukrainian does on the outside, the foot effort to be able to beat the keeper, does it really well, to be honest. Really happy with that at the same time, and we now find ourselves 3-1 up against the Bayern Munich Giants then, and this is probably the best team that we've ever played in the Champions League, let alone in our actual career mode itself. So we're doing very well, that has to be said. 72 minutes now played. Bayern Munich look to try and see if they get a goal to be able to make it a tricky 15 minutes left or so, and they've done exactly that. Delinga with an acrobatic effort there as he scores a bicycle kick against Valizev. No chance of saving that one whatsoever. A decent delivery in from Tell then, and he just latched onto it, completely just locked onto it. No way we were stopping that for whatsoever. Unfortunately the defenders could not get it clear, and that was that. And unfortunately we have conceded to make it a tricky last 15 minutes or so, as it's now 3-2 as we still have the lead, but we've only got a 1-goal advantage in this tie as we look to try and see things out in this last 15 minutes or so in the Champions League ties. We've literally got minutes left at the 88th minute mark now, as we've made some more substitutions as the time has gone on. Look and try and see if we can see it out as Medina's matching Gnabry for pace then, as he tries to see if he can block it out. Holding Gnabry there as we try and retrieve the ball, but unfortunately we can't. Gnabry turns him. Decent box in there. Unfortunately we can't get it clear. As you can see, the box is going from, like, ball is going from side to side. Now we get it clear. Can we go on the counter attack and get that goal that we really need? Mukiela's on the ball now as he finds his teammate really well. Sudakov as he plays a 1-2. Sudakov tries to put it onto him there, but Kevin Alvarez puts it back onto Sudakov after Sudakov lost it. Sudakov running on the right hand side as Mukiela runs into the gap. Mukiela's in here. He's only got the keeper to beat. Rebound, surely. And it is. Mukiela's got the goal, and what a man to score it. The man that was brought in as a free agent has got the goal to be able to say that we have beaten Bayern Munich and we have conquered in Germany. What a goal that is. Unbelievable stuff, to be honest, from Mukiela coming off the bench to be able to get that goal. We was pretty much nearly there to be able to win, but you never know in these sort of games. But we finally have got our win in the Champions League, as that is our first win of the group stage, may I say also. So it's been a massive tie for us as we beat Bayern Munich. Then very happy with that one. That has to be said, as a full-time whistle has been blown and we walk away with a 4-2 victory. Have some of that. Cannot be any happier than that. That is for sure. So happy as we congratulate the other players that were on the pitch also. Bayern Munich are definitely not happy with that one. That has to be said. They didn't really perform to their best abilities, and unfortunately we've taken the most of that, and we have got our win. As we have a simulation game after that one in the Premier League against Fulham, we walk away with a 1-0 win. Francisco Lopez was the man to be able to be successful at Craven Cottage. He gets the only goal in the game, and as you can see, there wasn't many shots whatsoever. 5 shots in total, so very much a slow game in that tie. So the possession was shared also. As we go into the last game of this episode, it's Manchester City then. Very, very big game to be able to play against, and we know what they can bring. Obviously, previously in the Community Shield, they gave us such a big game, and unfortunately, they got the better of us. This time, we're looking to try and see if we can claim all 3 points at home at the JD Cook Arena, and this is the lineup. Vanazev in goals, and Ndika and Scher's partner, Alvarez on the right, Medina on the left, De Jong and Medjbri in the middle, with Sudakov just in front, with Vega on the left, Gonzalez on the right, and Luka Jovic up top. With that being said, let's get into things and see what happens. Here we go then, it's a snowy one at the JD Cook Arena as we look to try and see if we can compete with the rivals Manchester City as they look to try and see if they can create some sort of quick start for themselves as Doyle finds Julian Brandt there in the middle of the park. Brandt just holds it up really well and he just twists and turns there, making it really hard for Scherz as he does make a decent interception in the end, and we do clear our lines, just highlighting some decent defending there from the back four as we continue on. 18 minutes being played, no one really having any sort of chances, we look to try and create someone for ourselves. Luka Jovic with the shot there as the keeper does save. Very, very good opportunity, but the keeper does save. It's very much quite equal at the moment. I feel like both sides have had their chances, but both sides are holding the ball at the same time. As you can tell, it's very much the case of two level-sided teams. That is for sure, but a decent opportunity for Man City as we look to nearly concede an own goal there as Scherz clatters into Vanazev, but lucky for us, he does collect that one comfortably then, and we continue on as we look to try and see if we can create something from the back there as Medina plays it onto Kevin Alvarez. What a ball that is over the top. Switching sides as Kevin Alvarez finally latches onto it as he finds Nico Gonzalez on the right-hand side. Gonzalez driving forward now as Luka Jovic is in support. He plays him in really well and he's got his goal. The Serbian getting another goal, adding to his tally. Really, really nice finish from Luka Jovic there as Nico Gonzalez played him in really well then, and we find ourselves 1-0 up just as we reach the half an hour mark. As I was saying, it's been a pretty level game so far. I've not really had any chances whatsoever. The chances that we've had, they've been kind of half chances at the same time. They've been good opportunities in other aspects, but nothing that's dead cert. But this time we do make the most of a real good opportunity, and we find the back of the net just inside 30 minutes to make it 1-0 then against Manchester City. But they come back at us as Erling Haaland tries to get a shot off there, but we do block it there. Scherz getting stuck in, and look at the passing and look at counter-attack now. Sudakov finds his teammate Kevin Alvarez on the right hand side as he fills in Nico Gonzalez. Gonzalez with support of Luka Jovic. Surely it's 2, but he can't be. Keeper making a very, very good save there, still keeping it at 1-0 as we go into the second half. Manchester City looking for their first goal in the game as Phil Foden drives on the left-hand side. Erling Haaland offering support then as he tries to see if he can play him in, as he does eventually. Holds onto the ball really nice, Haaland, as he twists and turns. He puts it onto Doyle and he's got his goal. I don't think it's the first time that he scored against us, and it probably won't be the last either. Man City will be very, very happy with that one, only having 5 minutes played in this second half so far, but they've managed to get a goal straight away, making it a bit easier for them in this second half, and they just did really well there. Phil Foden just driving an attack and just Haaland hold up the ball really nicely. Doyle with a decent effort and unfortunately beats the keeper really well, and it is now 1-1. The conditions looking treacherous in this game as we look to try and continue. There is Ndika makes a lovely interception, putting it onto Alexis Vega. Vega driving forward as he puts it onto Sudakov there with a decent chance here as he tries to get the shot off, but Doyle does block onto Vega. It goes there off the rebound there as Sudakov plays in Hannibal Medjbri, but it just strays wide. Very good chance to get ourselves in front, but unfortunately Medjbri can't take it as we go on now as we reach the half an hour mark, and as you can see, a ball played into Alexis Vega. He drives on the left hand side, but not much support as the blue shirts try to run onto it. Sudakov with the shot, but it goes on to Nico and he just can't get enough on it to beat the keeper, as it will go out for a corner kick. But the minutes are definitely ticking, that is for sure, as we look to get a search for our second goal in this tie to make it in front then, as Medina makes a lovely interception there, matching pace of the wingers there as we try and get a decent bit of play moving. Scherz loses the ball though, and as you can see, Haaland picks it up. Not exactly the position you'd want him to be in, but Ndika makes a lovely interception himself then. Very, very good, and Scherz has done that for a second time, losing the ball in a dangerous position, but we won't talk about that, because the one thing we will talk about is Sudakov in on goal, and he squares it to Luka Jovic to make it his second for the game, and it makes it 2-1 against Man City with 80 minutes played, with only 10 minutes left then. Very, very happy that we're able to get a goal so late on in this tie, hoping that will be the case, that Man City won't be able to get themselves back into the game, but you never know. 10 minutes is definitely enough for the Wildcats outfit then. It was just a decent kind of attacking move at the same time. Didn't really want to take the risk of Sudakov missing it, so he just squares it to Luka Jovic, and it's a simple tap in. Keeper tries to claw it back, but unfortunately can't do enough to be able to make the save, and it is now 2-1 in this tie as we await to try and see if we can get to the 90th at 2-1 as we continue now as Man City get themselves started. And what a quick start it is from the restart, looking to make a decent ball on the right hand side, but not much support is offered then as Haaland's in the box, and just like that, as I was saying, it only takes 10 minutes to get a goal, and they have got one. Erling Haaland, the man to get on the score sheet as Norwegian, makes it them worth. Unfortunately, it's 2-2 now. Not exactly what the position that we'd want to be in after getting a goal late on, but that is what you do. That's what you get when you come against world-class teams at the end of the day. You get punished at every single chance, and that was that. And unfortunately, Erling Haaland has made pay, and he has got a goal. 5 minutes left in this tie as Man City look comfortable now, looking to try and see if they can get a third now, but Kevin Alvarez makes a brilliant interception there, trying to create something as he puts it onto Frankie de Jong. De Jong onto Nicky Gonzalez. Jovic fills in Sudakov, and that is an ample chance to get a third, but how Sudakov has not finished that, I'm not too sure. Keeper celebrates the save as we whip it in, but one man that has scored is Evan Ndika. He's had a brilliant game so far, and he's just made it an absolute even better one with a goal from the corner. He rises above the defenders there like he was having some sort of jetpack on the back of his back then. There was no stopping him whatsoever. Just launched himself in front of the ball and in front of the defenders. Defender or the keeper had absolutely no chance with that one whatsoever. And we find ourselves 3-2 up. So we lead for a third time in this tie. And I'm hoping that will be the last goal to be able to secure all 3 points in this tie. What a way to do it at the death at the JD Cook Arena. Very, very happy to be able to get that goal. That is for sure. As we will continue on, Evan Ndika with a brilliant celebration at the same time. Then what a staple of a centre-back he has been for us. As we look for a fourth now, as Sudakov drives forward then, as you can see, onto Kevin Alvarez as he looks to try and create something. Into the box it goes. Nicky Gonzalez, good the header, can't do anything. Falls to Jovic, can't do anything from there as we await their full-time whistle to be blown, and there it is. Full-time whistle has been blown in the end, and we walk away with a victory after beating our rivals Manchester City in the Premier League then. A very, very vital 3 points being gained after being beaten in the Community Shield. It was nice to get some revenge, and we've done it right at the death. Really, really happy with that one. It's a massive important 3 points in our Premier League charge, and that should kind of rise us up the table from 4th to pretty much 2nd, and there we are. We played 15, we've won 9 and we've drawn 6, currently sitting on 33 points compared to Manchester City's 35, so we're very much only 2 points behind at the moment, with Man United only 1 point behind us, and as you can see there's only about 11 points that secure the top 8 at the moment, so it is a big load of games to play to be able to decide this Premier League, but we've still got a long time to go. That is for sure. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one. And don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.